Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Irdina Binti Suhairul, and my ID number will be 2023-268944. And in this video, I will demonstrate the two common web vulnerabilities using DVWA, which is cross-site scripting (XSS), and SQL injection. I'll show you how each attack works, what's the risk, and how developers can defend against them. Okay, so here is our DVA web application. As you can see here, what is the aims of DVWA is to practice some of the most common web vulnerabilities with various levels of difficulty. So before we start with our cross-site scripting, we must first ensure that our security level is low. As you can see here, our security level is impossible, so we need to change our security level to low, and then we have to submit it, of course. Okay, as you can see here, our security level is set to low. So then, now we can continue with our XSS demonstration. So just gonna go to this XSS reflected, and then before we start with our cross-site scripting, I'll explain to you what is XSS, or known as cross-site scripting. It happens when an application includes user input in a web page without a proper validation. This will allow hackers or attackers to inject malicious scripts that run in other users' browsers. Okay, here, as you can see, first we're just gonna enter any name. So I'm just gonna put my name and submit it. And like usual, the output will say stated hello Sarah. And now I'll insert a simple script, which is script alert XSS and close script. Okay, as you can see here, when I click on the button submit, you can see that there's an alert pops up. This means the script was executed inside the browser, not just displayed as a text, So in a real world scenario, attackers could use this XSS to steal cookies, hijack sessions, or redirect users to log in into a fake pages. So to prevent XSS from happening, developers should escape output, validate input, and use frameworks or libraries that handle sanitization. A strong content security policy will also help. Okay, now so we're done with our XSS part. So right now I'll demonstrate on to the SQL injection. So we're just gonna go ahead and click on the SQL injection. Okay, so before I start the demonstration, so I'll explain a little bit what is the SQL injections. So basically, SQL injection happens when user input is inserted directly into the SQL queries without a proper handling. So this will allow attackers or hackers to manipulate the query to access or modify the data. Okay, so here they ask us for the user ID. So right now I'll put 1 code, close the statement, or 1 and it's equals to 1. So when I click on the button submit, so the DVWA will show the list of users, which means the SQL query was manipulated to always return true, no authentication needed. And as you can see here, this value that I highlighted holds a true meaning. So when anything or true, so it just gonna the outcome will always true. So here we could see that the SQL injection can expose sensitive data, allow attackers to log in as admins, or even delete the entire database. It's one of the most dangerous vulnerabilities. So to defend against SQL injection, developers should use a prepared statement or parameterized queries, which separates data from SQL logic. Never build queries by concatenating user input. Okay, to wrap up, we already explored two major web vulnerabilities, which is the XSS and SQL injection. So both are simple to exploit but can cause a very serious damage. So I hope this demo will give you a clearer understanding of how they work and how to defend against them. So thank you for watching.